got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Hello there, Wastelanders. This is my first time playing Fallout New Vegas. Now, I've probably noticed that I've got some mods installed. I've only soft modded the game, so I've essentially just added some texture mods, some quality of life mods, and a couple small things such as sprint, dynamic crosshair, things like that. Simple stuff. And I do know a little bit about this game. I've had probably a couple small spoilers, a little bit about the factions in the game, but I never played it. I never watched a playthrough of the game, so this is probably close as I'm going to get to a fresh play of the game, my first experience. Hope you guys enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy playing it. Let's begin. I do have all of the DLCs installed. This is the Game of the Year edition of Fallout New Vegas. How's it going, Easy Pete?
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be.
Well, I'll catch you later, Easy Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Appreciate it.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Got it. Man, this revolutionary keybind right here. They clearly had to mod in. Wish other games had a keybind like this. I'm making a reference to Cyberpunk that they don't have a walk key.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Alright.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Alright, I'll come along.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
There you go. I just had to mess with my FOV. Turn it down from 90 to 80. Whenever I was reloading, I'd see through my own arms. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Could go full Quake if I wanted to, but I don't feel like it.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Well, if they're related to Tokes, I have no doubt they have a bunch of bites.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Take my shot. Go loot him real quick. I'll leave a list of all the mods I'm using in the description below, but I'm only going to do this in this first episode. If I add any mods down the line in further episodes, I'll definitely put those in the description, but I'm only going to put these mods I'm using right now in the description once.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll tag along.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Seems a very long bolt. Yeah. I don't know if I actually need any of that, but... Yeah, that's definitely a Draco. Oh, sounds like you need some help. Too busy looking at tongues.
Teach you to mess with me.
Took them out.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show
Very
you.
exciting.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
No, I wouldn't mind the extra bit.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking. Hello. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Accepted. Yeah, I sure helped you out a whole lot. I did so much work against these. I was too busy looking at gecko tongues. As if something Draco would do. I totally have a pet one of these. Or I'd just be one of these. I don't know. Rock flower and a xander root, huh? Oh. Okay.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
Wait, powder ganger? What am I running into? Powder ganger? I don't see anything. There you are. Flawless game. No bugs at all. Just absolutely none. How am I grabbing this? Huh. Oh god, I just realized what am I doing with my hand? There we go. it's much better. Jesus. My hand was not okay. Bark scorpion, huh? The hostile is here. No, these black things. A reliable gun. Here it is. Brock hard. I'm coming back to ya. Ass butt. Nice butt, me. Just talking to myself.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Will do. Yeah, this looks like normal running. What a great mod. Simple, but it's great.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
He got out.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Overheard that argument. What's going on?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Kind of interesting that Cobb wasn't able to find Ringo. Town isn't very big.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
What are you gonna do about it?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
So where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
So I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Do you know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers mention where they might be going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
What's with Quarry Junction?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where did they actually go?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
You know anything about the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Seem to not like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Then how long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
So, is there anything interesting going on in the wasteland right now?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
You mentioned the NCR. Tell me about them.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
And what of the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
So I'm curious. Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Back to one of the previous subjects. What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So I help Ringo and Goodsprings will like me more. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Good to know. I'll be catching you later, Trudy.
Be careful out there.
I'll help Ringo. Hey, Shan. Seems like it'd be a decent place to hide out.
That's close enough.
Oh,
Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm not here to shoot you, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
So, you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you, right?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
So why are these powder gangers out to get you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
What are you planning on doing about these powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Yeah? I'd be willing to help you out.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board,
I can definitely ask around. See what I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Let's go talk to Sunny. I'm sure she wouldn't mind helping out. Sunny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Yeah? And I'm planning on helping Ringo take out the powder gangers. Thinking I could use your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Wow. Gotta say, I was expecting maybe a little more convincing would be needed.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Trudy doesn't seem like the most easy person to sway. Any ideas?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
I'll talk to Trudy.
I'll be waiting.
Hey, Pete.
Howdy.
I hear you've got some dynamite to your name. Would help us beat the powder gangers, that's for sure.
Too dangerous. Wanna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
I'm actually pretty familiar with the care and handling of explosives. Dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Alright. I'll talk to you later, Pete.
Yup.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
I actually came to you because I'm gonna need some supplies to help fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Yeah, never mind.
Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else?
I'll talk to you later.
Take it easy now.
Like Mitchell might be a little easier to convince. Hey, Doc.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Pretty soon, the town is gonna get attacked by some bandits. Can you do anything to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
It seems they're going to be attacking us with explosives. Do you have anything for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
I really appreciate it, Doc. See you later.
You take care now.
See if I can talk to Trudy now that I've got the Doc on my side.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Yeah, the saloon and the store are pretty good spots to stage an ambush. If I had the help.
That does sound like a good plan. Alright, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating.
Get you later, Trudy.
Be careful out there.
Don't look too bad. Looking pretty good. There's no door here. I said we can handle it. Hey, Ringo.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny is with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
I've done just about all I can, so let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How many are out there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
I know I'm ready. You better be too.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Let's go. Look at what guns I've got. Got this varmint rifle. Come on, motherfuckers.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
There's no problem.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Will do. 20 gauge, huh? Thanks for the hat, fella. I say it looks pretty good on me. How you doing, Sonny?
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
I need to head out to Prim. Got any routes I could take?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Thanks, Sonny. Talk to you later.
Until next time.
Hey, Pete.
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I'm glad that was taken care of. See you later, Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Wasteland critters like to move in when Sonny's not looking, so watch out.
Keep that in mind. Looks like I'm gonna start heading that way.